Hello, 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 everyone. And well, it's afternoon on Tuesday, but you will see this on Wednesday. And it will be the 20th of August, 2025. And as you are watching this video, I'm winging my way south to Winnipeg. I don't know how fast we're going to go. Maybe as fast as a herd of turtles. I don't know. So, anyway, I am continuing to work here on my um, Canadian Beauty. I kind of took a breather. Yes, I know you're hearing the AC going, and there's nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Because otherwise it's just too warm in here. And, but then once the temperature starts settling down, not tomorrow, but the next day, and that, so, yeah. So, anyways, what did I do today? Well, what did I do yesterday? It's just hard to get my mind around that. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm just watching this girl, and she is called the Night Owl Stitcher. So it's, yeah, she just had this one. I'm not sure if I've got that pattern or not. Yeah. But anyways, it was one of these Irish blessing angels. There was a whole bunch of them. And I can't remember who did them, Barbara Batts or someone. I can't remember. I'm going on memory here and I can't remember. So anyway, like I said, I did 2 loads of laundry. The last load is still in there. I had to do it on 2 cycles of the, still haven't gotten my garbage can back over yet. 2 cycles of the drying. So, yeah. So, anyways, I'm just going to see here where I'm at. And I did that. And I did that and that. And that. And that one. Oops, no, come on. No. That one and that one. Okay. I'm working with color 612. And I thought oh yeah, here it is. It's this color. Kind of a gray, green, dark. Yeah. Oh, she's showing the Canadian flag. The one from Vivsters. I should get back to that someday. Yeah, I always say that, right? I always say that. And then other stuff comes up and it's just like, yeah. So, I looked around. Excuse me. I looked and looked and looked around for black fabric. And I know I've got black fabric. I don't know where I've got the black fabric, but it's somewhere. So then what I did was, because I couldn't find it, I found some other fabric, a white fabric, and I had some black dye, so I've got it sitting in black dye. And this is the first time I've ever had to put salt in it. I guess it's as a fixative. I don't know. So, yeah. So I am doing, I've got that underway. I think I'm going to leave it until, I think I'm going to leave it in there till tomorrow. Because it's, I poured the whole package in, and I've got it about this far from the top, so all the fabric is inside there. It's not a very big piece of fabric, but I did that. We'll see how it turns out. I may have to do a second dye, but I don't think I've got another black. I went looking around and I don't think I have another black, so I may have to get some black dye tomorrow, because we're going to Dollarama, or we're going to Walmart, hopefully. Yeah. So, alrighty, go down here. That one. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. It's 25 after 4. And my early morning, that Jonah got me up this morning. Yeah, that's why I'm so tired. So, now how much do you want to bet? I'm thinking. I didn't really look in the bedroom. How much do you want to bet I'll find black fabric in there? I'm looking here and I'm tearing this all apart and all of that, but I'm brain dead. Yeah. So, well, I have put in so far, I put in 147 stitches. And I'm just shy of 61%. I kind of sat here and just kind of, stared off into space. So, oh, excuse me. So, but otherwise, not much else is happening. It's funny when you go and you're looking for something, you can't find it. You can't find it. As soon as you stop looking, it was there. It was there in front of your face all the time. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. You know, it's hard to believe now how early it gets dark now here. I can't remember what it was. Did it say? It's, I was trying to see here. I can't remember what it was. 8:20? Maybe I'm wrong on that. Probably am. Okay, let's see when it is. 8:45. Oh yeah, I was wrong. And the sun comes up at 6:26. Like, holy crap. Yeah. You know, have any of you been interested or looked at this chat GPT 5, whatever? I've been watching some that have it, and like they make it seem like it's telling you things that you don't know, right? But everything that it tells you, it gleans from every source of information. So it's from every encyclopedia, every Wikipedia, every news source, so it's not really like some people are looking at it that it is prophesying. And I don't know. I'm not. No. Oh gosh, I didn't have to do that one. Take this one out. Okay. I needed two there. But I was watching, someone had done it on who they and what they thought the mark of the beast was, and who the false prophet and the Antichrist. So through this guy asking questions and it can only give one word answers. So like yes, no. If it wants to say yes, but is not allowed to say yes, they use the word apple. And I guess it goes for no as well. Well, for yes, I think. So anyway, it was kind of interesting, and who it picked. Like, there's ways to ask questions around it, right, without really asking questions. But remember, we're not supposed to know these things. But then again, it's like they were asked who the AC was, and it would not give an affirmative, but it kept saying apple, and it would, so he had to skirt around asking different kind of questions and to get around it. But anyways, he asked a question on when do you think the mark of the beast will be coming in, and when will it be into full. It's coming in. This isn't my words. This is its words. So I'm just saying it. It's that just a minute here. 1, 2, 3. Aha. Okay. That it said in 2030. That's not long from now. And it was asked who the AC was. Can you say the name? And it said Apple. So it means that it had a, couldn't. But it was the founder of this program, a man by the name of S.A. Okay, if you look it up, you'll see. Okay. Now, believe me, I don't know a lot about this character, and but yeah, they said in 2030 it's supposed to be coming in, and then it's at its full capacity, whatever it is, full strength, whatever you want to call it. I think they said by 2035. Now, I will tell you, I am so happy that I am the age that I'm at, because I will be 72 when this rolls out. If it does. If it does. Right? And I would be 77, apparently, when it's at its full strength. But like I said, no man knows the hour or the day, right? Not even the angels in heaven. So, who knows? But apparently this guy, I said that he was asked if this guy could crash the whole system. And it said Apple. And so it was asked, who carries this around? Is it the owner of this, the person? Said yes. And it said he carries around a KILL switch with him everywhere he goes, so that he would put the kibosh on things. And a lot of, like, it was asked if Starlink, the owner of Starlink, if he was, and it said no. So it is the owner of the person who did this, SA. That sounds awful. But anyways, yeah. So that's what I've heard. Now, if you're interested, you can go and look. You can find, but there's a lot of people that I watch, like God Rules, and what's his name, Nick, remember what his name is, brain fart. So but there's a lot of them that are starting to bring that out. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, don't shoot the messenger. I am just relaying what I read or heard or whatever, saw. So, yeah. So I am starting to get my stuff ready there for stitching with the housewives. These are the good old days. Remember how it was? People always say, you know, oh, in the good old days, in the good old days. We even say that, you know, like back in the 60s. Men were men and women were women. And there was no, and nobody was a cat, a dog, a fox, a horse, whatever, right? Those were the good old days. But the kids nowadays, are they living in the good old days that when they get older? I really fear for the young people now. And I think those of us who are older, you all feel the same. Because this world isn't like the world we grew up in. Not by a long shot. You know, we did not grow up having a phone or technology tied to our hips. We did not have all the ERUGSs. Yes, there was some, but not like what it is now. You know, the zombie stuff. You know, we didn't have all this illegal migrants coming in, or illegal aliens, if you will. You know, like, you know, I was watching somebody today, and he was saying, you know, like we don't even know what being a Canadian or an American or an Australian or a German or whatever means anymore. We don't know what that means anymore. Because it is, everybody's coming in and trying to turn the laws, and like a certain group wanting to have Sharia law again, right? You know, like, no. And I really feel it in my soul, like I fear for the younger generation. It is just unbelievable. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. That, you know, where has the country of our birth gone? Right? Where has that gone? Like, I'm a proud Canadian. Absolutely. And I'm first generation Canadian. And so my heritage is German. Now, I'm proud of my German heritage. And that, you know, not what happened in the 30s and 40s, or during the First world and second world. Yeah. No. I'm not proud of that. But I wasn't alive back then, so why are you blaming, you know? Why are you? It's just like with everything. Why are you holding people nowadays that had absolutely nothing to do with what happened in the past? Why are you holding us hostage? If you're looking for an apology, if you're looking for whatever it is, you have to find somebody who was alive then that can give you your absolution. But yeah, it's just like, what does it mean to be a Canadian, to be an American, to be an Australian, to be whatever? What does that mean? You know? Makes you think. You know? It's like, Canada for me is, my father deemed that it was the land of opportunity. It was a way to get away from what had gone on over there. You know, and so he made the decision to come here, and then a few years later, my mother came. I had no choice in the matter. I was just born, and that was it. And, oh, for crying out loud. No. Oh, no. I got that right. And, but they were saying that, oh, Americans have no culture. Canadians have no culture. What does it mean? You know? So I throw that out to you. What does it mean? What do you see that this land, whatever land you're living in, and remember, we're just on a ball of rock speeding through space at some, whatever it is there, 70,000 kilometers per hour or whatever it is, okay? I don't know what it is, but it's something like that. We don't own this rock, right? We just happen to live on this rock. And how people are willing to sacrifice everything. Like, it's just, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But that's my rant for today. That's my rant for today. I'm sorry. I just kind of went on, and I'm tired and all of that. So usually when I'm tired, I ramble on even more. So I'm sorry if I upset you. But if you don't want to really listen to what I have to say, you can always mute me. Yeah, you can always do that. It's not going to hurt my feelings, really. It's not. So, it's, yeah, it just, have we lost our identity? They keep calling us the melting pot, the melting pot. Well, what does being a Canadian actually mean? What does an American being an American, what does that mean? What is it in our culture that is distinctly someone that can identify us from Canada or US or England or Germany or Australia or Ukraine or whatever, right? So I'm going to show you here where I'm at. I'm just finishing this up. I actually did pretty good today, you know. Yeah, so, oof. Yeah, I'm so happy to have my internet up. You know, this morning, my video took only about 15 minutes to load. I was just shocked. I was just shocked. Okay, so I did this one. Okay, so I've done 205 stitches, and I did make it over. I'm at 61.12%. So that's where I'm at. I was working up here on the wolf. And I see here I was working on this part of the wolf or whatever. So it's coming along. It's coming along quite nicely. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So, on that note, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Ruthie, who's up here, Jonah, who's in the bedroom. And yeah, and that's it. And I will be back with you on Thursday. And I'll tell you all about my trip and where we stopped. I know we have to make an extra stop on the way home. Juliet has to go and see somebody, one of her friends, and to pick up some quilts that she's got that she wants to sell. And Denise makes really awesome quilts. So, but anyway, so we're going to do that, and that's about it. So, thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for caring enough for me that you would die on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer. I pray for all of you as well. Okay, I hope you have a really good day, and I'm sorry if I bored you to tears. It's hard trying to think of things to talk about because I only have here the one that I'm working on, right? It's not like I've got, like a lot of people where they show, well, like, here's where I was last week, and here, and this I spun the wheel on, and all that kind of stuff. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's not in my wheelhouse. So, but anyways, I hope you all have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloodles, everybody.